Alright guys, here's a great opportunity to learn Adobe's InDesign's essentials in one single project. However, we're going to be discovering so much about Adobe InDesign in that project, which is, by the way, the standard application when it comes to creating any editorial design, something like portfolio, brochure, flyer, and all these similar categories. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start learning about that one. What's up guys, Khalil Ibrahim here with you, aka Ibrahim. I've been in design field for more than 15 years with bachelor degree in design and advertising from Applied Arts. I've been working for multinational advertising agencies as a full-time and freelance designer as well, while also working in aviation field, which gave me that amazing opportunity of traveling the world, learning about different design schools, trends and art directions, and that's why my courses are focusing on that creative and artistic side. Let's start that creative journey together. Once you launch and open InDesign, you will see that interface, which is called home screen. And from here you can create a new document or open an existing one. And you can access the same as well by going to File, New, Document. And here you can select from Recent, Saved, Print, Web, and Mobile. In most of the cases when you're about to use InDesign, you're going to be selecting Print. And here you can find different presets and sizes. We have A4, letter, legal, and tabloid. And you can click on the plus to view all presets. So let's say we're gonna go with A4 size, and we have our dimension on right. You can select a name from the start, and we have units as well. You can select maybe inches or centimeters if you would like. I'm gonna go with millimeters as it is. Orientation if you would like to go with landscape. Binding, if you're using a left to right language, you're gonna be selecting that option in here. And if you're going with right to left, you're going to be going with that one. Then how many pages you would like to have within your document. You can maybe select 6 pages and a starting page will be 1. We're not going to be checking that one, primary text frame, as graphic designers rarely use that option. Then we do have columns. If you would like to start maybe with 3-4 columns within your document. And also we're not going to assign that one right now, we can do it later within our document. And also we're gonna deal with gutter later. Then we have margins and bleed in that area. So by default you will have 1/2 inch as margin, or safe area within your printed document, not to place your design elements in there. And I'm talking here about important design elements like type or so, not to get trimmed by mistake while your papers are being cut at the printer. Then we do have bleed area. And you're gonna need bleed if you're going to print your document in CMYK, or generally speaking you're gonna be trimming your document if it's being printed on large paper sheet. So usually you're printing these A4 paper size on larger paper sheets, maybe A3 or even A1 paper size. Then you're gonna be trimming or cutting that paper sheet and stacking these printed A4 or A3 pages on top of each others. So you will need to add some bleed around your A4 paper size as a safe area for any trimmer deviation error. Usually it's about 3mm to 5mm. We can go with 3 for now. And anytime you would like to unlink these values, you can do so from here. And if you would like to preview that before you create your document, you can do so. And let's ignore slug for now. Create. So that's how our newly created document looks like. We have a first page. You can see that we have pages panel on right side, and we do have our first page in here. We can scroll down to see 2 and 3. Let's collapse the panel. Scrolling down we have 4 and 5. We can double click 6 to check that one, and usually 1 will be including your front cover and 6 will be including your back cover, and inside pages will be within these spreads or 2 pages facing each others. And that's how you can create a blank document in InDesign. However, I want to show you guys one more cool thing within InDesign. You can start with a template right away and maybe customize that template a little bit and you're good to go. So let's see how we can customize and access these templates. Let's close that one and let's create new again. And within maybe print, again you can see that we have templates in here. If you don't see them in here, you might see a blue link where you can access to view templates. Scrolling down, you will see that we have amazing templates in there, and they are done by professional designers, and they are free as well, included within your Adobe subscription. So maybe you can check that one in here. So let's maybe select that one, and it's free. As you can see, also preview from here to check how that looks like. And here we can see template details, including size. And usually these photos are for preview only. They're not going to be included within your downloaded file. So if you like that one, you can click in here, download. Let's go back and select one of these. I already have some of them downloaded in here. So here, for example, we have modern studio book layout. We have minimal brochure layout and some posters, and even we do have stationery as well. So let's maybe select that one. You can see preview in here. We do have A4 and US letterhead layouts. So here they are bearing in mind people who are using standard A4 size and people who are using US letter size. Also, it's including business card, envelope and folder layouts, and it's also including paragraph and character styles. So let's maybe open one of these and see how that looks like. Open. And that one in here is a business card. You can start typing your name, Abraham for example, and you can type your phone, email, and you're good to go. You can select your selection tool, double click on page 2, which is including business card back cover. Then we do have envelope in here. Let me zoom out. So you can type your brand's name in here and you have yourself a nice cover. You can also change colors or add some type here or there. But initially you're starting with a layout which is really amazing and cool. And also let's discover how we can access these A4 and letter size. So here in our pages panel, if we click on that hamburger menu, you can hover over view pages and select by alternate layout. We can see that we have our alternates in here. We have card, envelope and A4 letterhead. And let's even expand the panel a bit. Here we can see the US letterhead and also we can see a folder. So if we double click that one, which is A4 letterhead, and we move to properties panel, selecting that tool in here, page tool, we can see that we have A4 size, and even we can change our units instead of points to millimeters, right clicking on that ruler, which you can access if you don't see it in here by pressing Command or Control R. And you have to do the same as well for that vertical one, right click in here, millimeters. So currently we have width and height in millimeters. If you want to go with inches, if you want to go with centimeters, that's totally up to you guys. We can switch back to pages panel. We can select that US letterhead. Moving back to properties panel, we can see that we have a different dimensions in here. Basically we have the same layout but in different sizes for the same letterhead, which is really cool. And you can also access margins and columns from here. So let's zoom in a bit so we can see how that looks like. We can press W to hide our margin area, and that area will be bleed area. So pressing W, that's our design in here. Looks very cool. Actually, you can insert your brand name in here or even insert your logo. If you don't like any of these design elements, you can remove them and you can start customizing the text according to your needs. So that's one template in here. Let's go quickly and discover another one. Closing that one in here. We're not gonna save anything. Create new. And let's select maybe that minimal brochure layout. We do have 16 pages within that one. Open and let's see how that looks like. We can hide our margins and bleed pressing W on keyboard. So that's our cover. Scrolling down, we do have inside pages 1 and 2 and more pages in here. Of course, we don't have images within these frames. You can place your images within these frames, but at least you're starting with an existing design. You have layout, you have colors, you have text styles. and it's not really recommended that you go ahead and use that template as it is. You might need to change colors, tweak that layout a bit, and so on and so forth. But that's also a great feature in Adobe InDesign. And even before you start using these templates, you need to learn about InDesign basics first, so you can easily change that color and edit that text and even customize your master pages for each and every design. And by the way guys, if you would like to get your original view for that panel, you can go to that hamburger menu again, view pages, then let's select vertically, then here we are back as it was. So let's go ahead and discover more about these templates, closing that one once again, not saving, create new, and scrolling down. And even if you don't like any of these templates in here, you can search for other terms. So maybe you can be searching for medical or so, and clicking go. In that case, it's going to be searching in Adobe stock website for that medical term. It's going to be offering you some brochures and maybe flyers as well and different layouts. However, not everything in here that you're seeing is for free, but at least you can buy any design that you like. So maybe you like that one in here, you can click on that one. You can preview that design, and if you like it, you can buy a license. So yeah, it's not free, but still it's an amazing feature and you can access that one. Especially if you're doing that for clients and you're getting paid as well, this could be a nice option as well. So let's dive deep into Adobe InDesign and master that amazing application. Here we have Adobe InDesign opened, and you might notice it's so similar to Photoshop and Illustrator as well, and actually it is. There are so many similarities between these applications. So here on left side we have our toolbar, including similar tools that you can find as well in Photoshop and Illustrator, like selection tools in here. We have pen tool as well, and vector drawing tools, gradient tools, and even here we have fill and stroke colors. So hopefully you feel more familiar by now. We have our panels as well. They are similar to Photoshop. We have properties panel, which will be playing the role of the application bar, control bar, or option bar. That bar that's always been in here in Illustrator and Photoshop. And if you would like to get that control or application bar again, you can select from here. From our workspaces, we have Essentials selected. You can select Essentials Classic, which will be revealing that application bar once again. And if you're using quite an old version of Adobe InDesign, this will be your default interface. However, if you have a newer version of InDesign, let's go ahead and select Essentials. Then let's click on Essentials once again, and let's reset Essentials, just to make sure that you have the same tools and same panels as well, just like me, and you can easily follow along through that course. And of course, in future videos, we'll be adding more panels to our right side, which you can find in Window in your Applications menu. So here you can see more panels for your application. Needless to mention that we have our pages in the center, as you can see. So currently we have 4 pages documents. They are facing pages, as you can see in Properties panel. That's our cover, and its orientation is left to right. You can be scrolling in here to see other pages. That will be your first page, second page, and so on and so forth. You can scroll from here or from here, or scrolling by your trackpad or mouse. And you can zoom and pan using these tools in here. Hand tool will be enabling you to pan, or using your trackpad as well. And if you would like to zoom, you can press Command or Control plus or minus to zoom in and out, or using that magnifier as well in here. Zoom tool, we have the same shortcuts. That one will be Z, and here we have H. It's just like using Photoshop and Illustrator, and hopefully you're feeling more comfortable about that new application to you guys. And if you'd like to save your file, you can go to File from your menu, then select Save, and you can give it a name in here and where you would like to save it, and keep using the same InDesign native file format. We will be talking about different file formats as well later, like for example how to create a template, However, once you're done, click save and you're good to go. And now let's get our hands dirty and see Adobe InDesign in action. We're gonna be designing right away.